Alrighty. A particle moves a simple harmonic motion of amplitude 0.75. A equals 0.75. The period of motion is 4. T equals 2 pi over omega. T is 4. Omega equals 2 pi over 4. Omega equals pi over 2. Done. Find the maximum speed of the particle. Once again, I will draw myself a nice little diagram. I'm a visual person. So, and what I'm thinking is, it has a amplitude of 0.75 and its maximum velocity is when its x value is at 0. So that's where your Vmax occurs. Phi squared equals omega squared a squared minus x squared. We all know that x equals 0, don't we? Now the reason why I do this is that this is the formula that's in the tables. You can pre-learn Vmax is omega a. If you wish to do that, be my guest. But that's what's in the tables is what I'm using, okay? So you get phi squared equals omega squared a squared, square root of phi equals omega a. And what's omega again? Pi over 2. And what's this times 0.75? Which gives us our 3 pi over 8 meters per second. Okay, we've made some good marks there, okay? Alright. Find the time taken from the particle to move from the position of maximum speed. Well, that's easy. That's the center, isn't it? So it just wants me to move from the center and find the time taken for the particle to move from the position of maximum speed to a position at which its speed is half its maximum value. I rubbed out the maximum speed too quickly, but I have it here. That's phi equals 3 pi over 8. You cool with that? And then there's going to be a position somewhere along this line. There's going to be a position where its phi value is 3 pi over 16. Now, what type of question is it? A time question or a distance question? Time question. The only time formula I can think of is I'm going to use a sine omega t. Can anybody tell me why I'm using a sine omega t? Starts at the center. The market scheme went different, but I have no idea why. Okay, starts at the center. Now, next thing is I could really do with an x value to work this equation. I have the a, I have the w, the t is the source of the question, and the x value I don't know. So I need to write down another equation to figure out what the x value is. So I'm going to go for phi squared equals omega squared a squared minus x squared. We cool with that? Okay. Now, what's omega squared, lads? Pi squared over 4, is that okay? So I'm just going to square my omega value. Okay. What's my a value? What did we say the a value was again? Yeah. Minus x squared, yeah? And our phi squared value is? What's it? 3 squared, which is 9. 16 squared, so we're going to square this. 16 squared is 256, is it? Yeah. Yep. And we have our pi squareds on both sides, don't we? So the pi squareds are going to cancel because we can just attack them right here. And we're going to get a 4 by 9 is 36 over 256. Which is actually 9 over 64. Which is a good thing. And that equals 0.75 squared. Which is 6 over 19. Oh, sorry, 9 over 16 minus x squared. Now, here's what we're going to do. Bring the x squared to the left I do 9 over 16 minus 9 over 64. 27. 27 over 64. Okay. And x equals what, guys? You close that, Connor. Thanks. Square root the answer. 3 root 3 over 8. Okay. Happy days, we're bang on. Okay. This is a so-called part B. Now, I don't know what they did with the costs, so I'm very, very determined to figure out why they use costs, right? I said I was going to use sine, didn't I? Because it starts at the beginning. So, the time taken by the particle to move from the position of maximum speed, which is the middle, to a speed that is half its maximum value. So, to me, I have the x value, don't I? I have that 3 root 3 over 8, and I have my amplitude, which is what? Yeah, and I have my sine, and what's my omega value again? It was pi over 2, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get that 3 root 3 over 8, and I'm going to divide it by 0.75. Okay, that's what I'm going to do in the calculator. And I'm going to get root 3 over 2. I'm going to sine inverse my answer. I'm going to sine inverse pi over 2 times t is sine inverse root 3 over 2. What's root 3 over 2 again? 60, isn't it? 60 degrees, which is pi over 3. Yeah, let's go with pi over 3. Yep. Said pi is on both sides. Cancel. And for me, t equals 2 over 3. Be very interested in seeing what the marking scheme does. The answer is 2 over 3. Oh, they actually did the signed version on the right hand side for some reason. Cool. We're all good. That works. Perfect.